a lot going on with Saudi Arabia and AI. The kingdom's highly anticipated, very well-funded new company that will lead its national efforts into AI, Humaine, really has been hard at work and has been producing a lot recently since their launch. Their launch was around the time Trump visited Saudi Arabia, just before. That had a tie-in, of course, to components for what they're doing with AI. Two big developments that they've had. First, Humaine has broken ground on its first data centers in the kingdom and plans to have them up and running in early 2026 with the use of semiconductors imported from the one and only United States. Locations in the capital of Riyadh and, lest we forget, the eastern province, Dammam, are expected to launch in the second quarter of next year with an initial capacity of as much as 100 megawatts each. And this is according to Tareq Amin, who is the CEO of Humaine. Humaine is also in the process of procuring semiconductors for those data centers specifically from U.S. chip makers, as I mentioned, NVIDIA being the leader. Humaine has received local regulatory approval from Saudi Arabia to purchase 18,000 of NVIDIA's latest AI chips. So they're going full steam ahead in AI, and specifically with chips. Can't talk. We got to do more podcasts so I can get this smooth this thing over. But yeah, and it was President Trump's visit really that paved the way for access to advanced semiconductors that they need. They also have already sold out of their data center capacity that they had in existence. So there's demand for it right away. You've got to say that this push into AI is no joke. I mean, they're very serious about it. We've seen kind of quotes out there about how they're making data its new oil, and there's some truth to that. But what they're really saying is AI is here, it's the future, and we're betting on it, and that's great. They want to be the world's third largest AI provider after the US and China. I mean, and if they accomplish that, that would be really, really good. That's not all, of course, and this doesn't affect me, but it affects my wonderful co-host. Humaine also released a Arabic language chatbot called Humaine Chat. Great name. Very
Alam.
creative.
Alam. It has an
Alam.
Arabic name.
No. It's so Humaine Chat is the name of the interface. It's built on the
Okay.
Alam 34B large language model. Duh. Just kidding.
The Alam is
And
a LLM. I see.
yes, Alam is an LLM, and the platform Humaine Chat is designed to serve Arabic speakers with linguistic accuracy, cultural relevance, and sovereign data control. So there you go. ChatGPT, eat your heart out. We've got Humaine Chat. Humaine Chat has entered the chat and is now in service. And it really just shows that Humaine and the AI push in Saudi Arabia is quite legit. Have you tried it?
I haven't yet. No, but you know what? It also is available in English, so it does affect you if you wanted to use it. And one reason why you might want to raise it is it's very culturally mindful. So it's capable of kind of understanding the way people within, the Islamic world, for instance, would want to interact with information. So it's, I think it's an interesting, kind of take on it. It's supposed to have Islamic values. Yeah. It's pretty cool. I mean, when I was reading about it, I think it was developed by Arabic speakers. So yes, I mean, it is primarily supposed to be an Arabic
That would help,
AI,
yeah.
but it also is available in English. It was built from the ground up by a team of 120 AI specialists, including 35 PhD level researchers in the kingdom. But it's designed really to serve the global Arabic speaking community. And I think that it's pretty cool. It's supposed to understand different Arabic dialects. And that's always a problem. I mean, I've spoken to another AI and asked it if it knew how to speak to me in a Saudi kind of dialect, and it said yes, but it didn't do a great job. So I'm interested to see how this how it works. I have not used it yet. I've just been too busy writing things,
Vacationing, yeah.
from my
But
own brain.
So before we go on, let me just ask you. So is this something that you would use? So look, ChatGPT is absolutely amazing. Early on when that was announced and AI started coming out, the talk about the impact and what would happen just seemed a little far-fetched to me. based on like what I kind of understood about ChatGPT. Now I feel like specifically ChatGPT, but then a few other service providers. I mean, Lovable, all these other ones I use every single day, and I'm now fully on board. I don't Google search anything now. It's all like done through LLMs, right? And so, and I mean, even in I'm working with a client that does AI for mortgage space. I mean, that is amazing. That's a specific actually neural net, but it's like you're kind of like, wow, that's like actually a real game changer for people. My question for you is this going to supplement? Or are you going to be a humane chat gal going forward? Imagine it meeting your expectations on like being like ChatGPT but better with Arabic and culturally. Is this like a supplement? Is this something that people will use alongside, or is it like a full replacement?
I think the proof's in the pudding. Like, let's use it for a bit, see how it responds to things, see how good it is. I think that each one of these is different. Obviously, there's, I think, a time to use them and a time to actually just use the search engine because of the load on data centers and things like that. I have conflicting feelings about AI. I still want to
Wait.
use it.
You're
Yeah.
worried about your personal load on the data centers by using AI, and therefore you will go and use a antiquated system to find things to like save a little bandwidth. Is that
Yeah, because I'm not, the only person in the world, right? Like if I think about, oh yeah, I'm not going to make a difference. That's the way everybody thinks about things. Obviously, that's not how that's not how I think about my impact on the environment, on the world. Like I think about my contribution as one of many people's. And so thinking about things slightly more mindfully is part of the way like I operate on a daily basis.
okay?
Uh,
I okay.
So no, do I think
Wow,
about my
that's
personal impact? No, but I think about
okay.
just relying very heavily on systems like this without thinking that I don't necessarily think that it's always superior, if that makes sense. And I mean, I actually was just looking at a post of a friend on LinkedIn saying that they were doing a peer review of a journal article and they found 6 fake citations from 6 fake journal articles, including one that cited that researcher. Like he found his fake citation in a paper that he was reviewing. And so I do think it's not always superior. And I do think that when we rely too heavily on it, we do end up making these mistakes. And so I think that there are other tools that we still need to use really to make sure that we're not relying too heavily on these things. That makes sense.
So that I agree with. My misunderstanding was like, you're going with you're like, well, I don't want to use too much of this data space because there's a lot of people in the world, but that look, I mean, AI,
But that is part
ChatGPT, et
of it
cetera.
as well. Like I do think that there is like the over reliance on it and thinking that it is the answer and the only go to for everything is a bit of an issue because then we do need more of these data centers, which we're going to have to start clearing the rainforest to build, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? So like, I think that we need to be a little bit mindful of when and why we need to use these tools.